Hello everyone and welcome to the Oklahoma Accent Challenge. This is the Grapes of Wrath, page 174 of the original book. Tom broke in irritably. Well, you ain't never gonna know. Kids I trust to tell you, and you just asked the same thing over. I seen fellas like you before. You ain't asking nothing. You're just singing a kind of song. What we coming to? You don't want to know. Country's moving around, going places. These folks dying all around. Maybe you'll die pretty soon, but you won't know nothing. Seen too many fellas like you. You don't want to know nothing. Just sing yourself to sleep with a song. What we coming to? He looked at the gas pump, rusted and old, and the shed behind, built of old lumber, the nail holes of its first use still showing through the paint that had been braved, the brave yellow paint that had tried to imitate the big company stations in town. But the paint couldn't cover the old nail holes and the old cracks in the lumber, and the paint could not be renewed. The imitation was a failure, and the owner had known it was a failure. And inside the open door of the ship, Tom saw the oil barrels, only two of them, and the candy counter with stale candies and licorice whips turning brown with age, and cigarettes. He saw the broken chair and the fly screen with a rust hole in it, and the little yard that should have been growled, and behind the cornfield drying and dying in the sun. Beside the house, the little stock of used tires and retreaded tires, and he saw for the first time the fat man's cheap wash pants, and his cheap polo shirt, and his paper hat. He said, I didn't mean to sound off at you, mister. It's the heat. You ain't got nothing. Pretty soon you'll be on the road yourself. And the instructors put you there. It's them pretty yellow stations in town. Folks is moving, he said ashamedly. And you'll be moving, mister. The fat man's hand slowed on the pump and stopped while Tom spoke. He looked worriedly at Tom. How'd you know? He asked helplessly. How'd you know we was already talking about picking up and moving west? Casey answered him. It's everybody, he said. Here's me, that used to give all my fight against the devil, 'cause I figured the devil was the enemy. But there's something worse than the devil got hold of the country. And it ain't gonna let go till it's chopped loose. If we see one of them Gila monsters take hold, mister, grabs hold, and you chop him in two and his head hangs on. Chop him in the neck and his head hangs on. You have to take a screwdriver and pry his head apart to get him loose. While he's laying there, poison is dripping and dripping into the hole he's made with his teeth. He stopped and looked sideways at Tom. The fat man stared hopelessly straight ahead. His hand started turning the crank slowly. I know where we coming to, he said softly. Over by the water hose, Connie and Rosa Sharon stood together, talking secretly. Connie washed the tin cup and filled the water with his finger before he filled the cup again. Rosa Sharon watched the cars go by on the highway. Connie held out the cup to her. This water ain't cool, but it's wet, he said. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episodes. Have a wonderful day.